Hey everybody, and welcome to Lindsay's Little Library. Today I want to talk to you about my plans and my TBR pile for the month of December. So if you watched either my November TBR or my November wrap-up, I kind of gave myself a little bit of a theme for the month, and I centered around novellas for the month of November. And I really enjoyed that. It helped deciding what books to read next. It helped that go really easy and really quick. I got really excited to kind of jump back into those worlds, and so I liked kind of keeping that theme with it. So I'm going to do it again for the month of December. Since we are in December and the majority of the time we are in winter, and I have to say majority because yesterday it was literally like 60 degrees and sunny, and I live in Wisconsin, and that like never ever happens this time of year, so it was kind of crazy and odd and strange, but we were outside just totally soaking up the sunshine, so it's great. But that's not normal. Normally we are below freezing, we have a million layers on, and it is cold and it is snowing, and it is true full-on winter. So I'm going to pick that as my theme for this month of December. It helped because I'm currently in the middle of reading Winter, so it totally fits my theme, right? I can finish this off. Absolutely loving this book. I am listening to it on audio. This is the last book in the Lunar Chronicles series by Marissa Meyer, and that series loosely does fairy tale retellings, and so this one is kind of a Snow White retelling. I can't tell you too much about the book because I would totally spoil the other 3 books, and I do not want to do that, but the series starts out centered around Cinder, and she's a cyborg. One of her feet is a robotic feet. That story is loosely based around Cinderella. She kind of thinks she's somewhat of a nobody. Her stepmother and stepsister treat her like crap, and she ends up randomly meeting the prince and totally falls for him, and that's where the whole adventure begins. Really awesome YA series. Absolutely love it. So I'm about halfway through this. I should easily be able to finish this up. I'm thinking this week. I actually have a bit of a drive. I am also a scrapbooker, and I'm hosting a crop for there's about 15 of us that are going, and so I have a little bit of a drive to get to there. Plenty of time over the weekend for me to put my earbuds in and keep listening to this book, and so I'm thinking we should easily be able to finish this off. So I'm gonna do that one. That's my first book. Next up, again, I was going through my bookshelves, which I really need to do a bookshelf tour sometime. Maybe it's because there's just too many. Ugh, it's kind of scary. But I was going through my bookshelves, notice it's plural, looking for my winter themed books, and I came across Between Shades of Grey by Ruta Sepetys. I've heard nothing but fantastic things about this book. I picked it because it looks wintry, even though it talks about looking forward to summer, so it must eventually come back to winter, I'm guessing. But it's a World War II historical fiction. It centers around Lena, and she is 15 years old, and in the middle of the night the Soviet secret police arrest her mother, and her younger brother, and they are taken from their home, put in cattle cars, and sent to Siberia. Sad, but you know me, in World War II historical fiction, sign me up, love it. So again, heard great things about this, can't wait to pick that one up. Next one I grabbed, again, wintry theme to it, is The Secret Daughter of the Tsar by Jennifer Lam. I don't know much about this. I bought this on Book Outlet. I think it was pretty cheap, but anything, again, historical fiction centered around Russia, especially the early 1900s, right before World War I, I believe, is what I really like. Anyways, again, don't know much about it. I really just picked it up just based upon the time period. Beautiful book, winter theme, picking that one up. Then I have a couple of, what do they call these? Little, not anthologies, but little collections. So I have My True Love Gave to Me, 12 Holiday Stories by a number of different authors. We've got like Rainbow Rowell in here, Stephanie Perkins, David Levithan, Jenny Han. It's all edited by Stephanie Perkins. And again, all winter themed or Christmas themed. I bought this on Book Outlet in the damaged bin. I want to say I paid like maybe $2 for it. Got a little stripe down the middle of it, doesn't bother me, but it looks really cute. I've heard okay things about this. I don't have high expectations for this. Again, I'm just looking for a Christmassy, wintry theme here, so that should already hit my expectations. Then the next one I found at Goodwill, and I've honestly never heard of this collection before. There's 3 holiday romances. It's called Let It Snow, and it's John Green, Maureen Johnson, and Lauren Miracle. Again, I don't know much about it other than it is a Christmassy, wintry themed 3 romance novels in here. So I picked that up. Again, Goodwill, it was pretty cheap, so even if it's not great, oh well. So yeah, those are my winter themed books that I chose. Now, while scouring my bookshelves, and this happened in November too, but I kind of tried to resist it, I will come across books I kind of forget that I have and forget that I've really wanted to read them, and this is one of them. The Fact of the Body. It's a memoir by Alexandria Marzano-Lesnevich. And I bought this, and I remember getting in the mail and being so stinking excited about it, and I put it right on my nightstand, put it right on the shelf. This is kind of my next read shelf, and for some reason it got moved, probably when we moved things around in here, and got stuck downstairs. So I'm bringing it back up. I'm totally gonna like devour this as soon as I have the opportunity to. I've heard nothing but awesome things about this. Okay, so this is a memoir written by Alexandria, and it centers around her summer internship in Louisiana. She is working to help defend a man accused of murder. She does not believe in the death penalty at that time. Her position's clear. She doesn't want to argue. She's made up her mind. But once she gets to kind of know this murderer, his name is Ricky, and reviewing old tapes of what he said, understanding what he has done, she is starting to question her beliefs a little bit. So yeah, I've heard great things about this. I cannot wait to pick this up, so I'm totally putting it right back up here on this shelf. I'm gonna read it. So that's my December TBR pile. We will see what happens. I'm gone this coming weekend on a scrapbook retreat. I'm traveling the next weekend. I am flying to Phoenix, Arizona. Super excited about that, to meet my new little niece. She'll be about 6 weeks old when I get to go down there. So I do get to take a little break from the crazy winter weather. Let's all hope there are not insane snowstorms at that time. I would really appreciate that. So I'll be gone for a little bit, and then of course the holidays can be crazy and insane as well. So I'm hoping my TBR pile's pretty low. I mean, I only have like 5.5 books here, which is not my norm, but I'm going to be realistic about this month and see what happens. Now, I do have some time off with my kids in between Christmas and New Year's, which is always a great time to read and devour some books, which is usually what happens, but who knows. We'll always keep my options open, but these for sure I'm going to get through this month, because I'm all jacked up about wintry books. There's nothing better than a snowy, cold day snuggled up in my chair with a cup of coffee and my book and just chill, right? It'd be great. Love those days. Usually only happens like super early in the morning while the rest of the family is sleeping, but I'll take it when I can get it. So let me know if you've ever picked books based upon a theme for maybe a month or not. Again, this is kind of fun and exciting, so I'm going to continue that for the rest of December, and I'll let you know how that goes. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe below, and I will see you next time. Bye!